Hello, GerleMen listeners. We are wrapping up season 1, and I want to thank you for listening to the premiere season of the GerleMen Podcast. We're celebrating 17 full episodes, 3 bonus episodes, and our opening trailer, Growing Up Girly. We covered everything from feeling our feelings, to sex, to spirituality, to sex as a path to spirituality, to queer Hollywood, all sprinkled with the reality of COVID-19 and a resurgence of social justice protesting. A big highlight for me was the episode with my Momon Father, where he told us about loving kindness and how that's where connection begins and ends. When this all started, I had no idea what would be involved with producing a podcast. There were technical struggles like building an entire studio to host guests, only to have COVID-19 arrive the very same month we started doing interviews, sorting out all the hardware and software, and then there was the content. What were we going to talk about? But that's when our mission kicked in, lighting the path towards our desired outcome of heart-centered connection. To create heart-centered connection between gay men, by owning our own individual dignity, strengthening our connection to our chosen families, and identifying the gifts we have for general society. That's our mission. That's what we mean here at the GerleMen Podcast when we talk about celebrating our greatness. We want to celebrate who you are as a LGBTQ man, be empowered by the knowledge of that greatness so you can inspire the world with your gay gifts. During the podcast hiatus, we are staying very busy. We're committed to our mission and creating ways for us to connect, to learn, and to grow. So to that end, we are developing an academy designed specifically for LGBTQ men. That's right, an academy. The GerleMen team is developing a gay men's field guide with tips and tools specific to the challenges and opportunities LGBTQ men face. The Academy will support you in identifying your own personal values and documenting your own personal mission. More than a couple of decades ago, I discovered that getting what I want is actually pretty easy. Unfortunately, at the same time, I discovered that knowing what I want is the hard part. So this academy is being designed to help you get what you want. Once you know your values and your mission, you'll be ready to get what you want. And perhaps more importantly, once you have it, you'll find satisfaction when you get it. This academy will launch on October 10th, 2020, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we're producing a series of short interviews with the one and only Sister Unity. She'll be back for 6 mini episodes. You may remember her from our first episode. She is hysterical, full of relevant information, and impossible to predict. For those of you who do not know the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, they are committed to ending guilt. Basically, eradicating shame is their mission. So I'm sure you'll find these mini episodes thoroughly entertaining while we're on hiatus. Who knows, she may take over the podcast. I would love for her to have her own podcast, and she's free to take over this one anytime. You hear that, Sister Unity? If you are not one of the 5 people who've already done so, please review and rate the GerleMen Podcast on iTunes. It helps others find the show and brings more like-minded men together. Before I go, I want to thank the entire GerleMen Podcast team. That's Garrett McClure, my business partner, co-founder, and COO of GerleMen. He keeps all the dots connected, the mission moving forward, and inspired action fresh in the workplace. Our editor, Leslie Schroeder, whose talent and insight keep us sounding smart and the sound quality delicious, even under less than perfect circumstances. I want to thank our marketing associate, I want to get this right, Ricky Landano. Ricky is amazing. He packages our amazing shows with amazing show notes and images and gets them all processed and posted so you, our listeners, can find and enjoy a rich resource of content that allows you to dive deeper into any particular episode with transcripts, helpful links, and juicy images. And last but not least, I want to thank Stephen Levine, the Grapevine PR firm, who is getting us out there so that our core audience can find us. You know, it really, really humbles me to be the voice of this queer, talented group of magic makers. We're all queer, and we're all making magic. I could not be more grateful to have you share your precious time with the product that we're making. So on behalf of the entire GerleMen team, thank you. Stay safe, and remember to take a moment in each day to celebrate the beautiful man you are. Until next time, this is Mike Gurley signing off for season 1 of the GerleMen Podcast.